guys, this is NKD SMARTVIEW. So let's get on now into this. I'll explain as we commence. So right about now we have on the 24-hour statistics. This is currently the statistics set up here. These are the highest at 275, this following 268. Now very close to this we have this and this on a flip on the what, on the 24 hours. So they draw to the red on the 24 hours. Now going over to the 100 draws, we have what, the closest flip between this and this. So on the 24 hours this and this is flipping, and on the 100 draws we have what, this and this flipping. Now let's get on. We have this now complete. I will be giving reason shortly while I'm on 2+ blue. Now there are other options. In fact, this is the entire system of statistics. It is what it is, if I would say, close to perfect if you can what, get to get much of the knowledge involved. Now on the 24 hours as stated, we have what, flip between what, this and this. Then 100 draws we have what, a flip between what, the closest flip between this also and what, this. That means the only remaining left not flipping on the 24 hours on the 20 and on the 100 draws is what, this right about here. So in that sense, now this has a double flip here, good and fine. This has a single flip, this has a single flip, this is not flipping at all. Following up with that now on the 24 hours, okay, I forgot to make an entry. I forgot to actually make an entry, though it went through. Let's get back now, confirm this and proceed. So I started on the 24 hours, this one and this is actually what, the closest flip, leaving this as the highest. And if you can check on the 100 draws, this is actually the only one not flipping both on the 100 draws and on the what, 24 hours. Why this is what, the next after this. Now if you make a calculation, this to this is a difference of 2, this to this is a difference of 11. So the closest to flip this right now is actually what, with a difference of what, 11. That is why way a large numbers and what figures to go about. So in that given sense, now looking at the entire system, this was what, the best option to go with. Right now this has a double flip, you don't want to be there. So we actually what, got this once again on the 2+ on what, on the color blue right here. Network isn't as dispersed and the draws aren't confirming. So as stated, all the way from what, the ID 81, we are on 2+ blue, looking at what, flips and what, dominance. So in the case of flips, I've explained the case of flips. Then in dominance, you can look here on the 24 hours, this is the highest right about here. On the 100 draws, it also sits at the highest. And one major rule in statistics, I'll be giving this out now as a general knowledge. Now the fact that this is on 32, it's not currently on its higher band. Higher band ranges between 35 to 42. That means it still has some room to the upside, though not the very best of option in this given sense, because it can actually what, start dropping even before the higher band. But whenever you see a particular color the highest on what, the 24 hours and also on 100 draws, it's a very good time to start avoiding it. So I've given this knowledge out to you guys, take note of it. On the 24 hours and on the 100 draws, one same color what, it's actually at the highest. It's what to be what, avoided. Now you have what, this out. As I stated in the previous videos, whenever you have what, a reason to eliminate a single color, you can then go on the winning color for the rest of the three. But I've what, eliminated 2 options. The first option is because of dominance, I eliminated this. Then due to a flip, I eliminated this. Now 2 colors has been eliminated, leaving us with what, draw and blue. Now the fact that we have what, the color blue here means the fact that we can actually go what, 2+ on blue. But further confluence makes it be that what, draw at this stage is also valid. So this was what, taken out because of dominance, this was taken out because of a double flip. You looked at that and followed it up. You then had what, blue here, good. Then having what, draw. Now you know what a draw simply is. A draw is simply when you have what, 2 color appearing, or 3 appearing, or 2 1 and a number what, 49. Now imagine a system whereby blue is eligible and following that is eligible. That means if you look at a 2 occurrence here, blue can actually be any of the 2. That means also a point of confluence of blue being able to do well. Now you look at the 3 2 colors appearing 3 times. Any of these 2 colors can be the color blue. It can be what, blue at here, it can be what, blue at here. Then you look at what, 2 1 and what, a 49. Any of these can be blue. The 1 can also be blue. But one major thing is the fact that in every given sense, due to the fact of what, the confluence between this and this is the best option. Now the closest flip you can see now is what? Let's look at this, between the blue and the draw, which is at a 24 here to 27. Following up with that is what? This to this, a difference of 5. This to this, a difference of 3. Those are the two closest flips now to occur. Now let's look at where we started from and where we currently are. We started from the ID 81, I believe, 82, 83, 84, 85, and this is the first what? System we did not have on. Now you can see clearly the fact that the color red is what? Picking dominance. Good and fine. But if you see it going into over momentum, it's still going to die off. But on the short term, it's actually doing well. But on the longer term, it's actually what? Going into over dominance. We have what? Here 2, here 1, here 4, here 3. If we can see such an occurrence like this, for next two draws, let's say 88, 89, it has gone into over momentum and it can likely what? Die down once again. Now it's very close to the lower band, which is between what? 16 to 12. It's not there, but it can still keep on dropping, majorly if it gets to what? Complete the over momentum phase. Now let's get onto this. We have on the 100 draws, this is 24. Good. It flipped this few minutes ago. This is dropping, and you have this what? Much more going sideways. So the 2 plus blue has actually what? Been the best option all the way from ID 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86 lost, 87 and 88. You had what? 2 plus blue doing well. So the best option, let's say you are 2 plus green from ID 81. You lost this, won this, lost this, lost this, lost this, won this, lost this, lost this. Can you get the idea there? So as I stated, whenever a color on the 24 hours and on the 100 draws is the highest, you should always what? Look to avoid it. Statistics is key in this system. Statistics is what? Key. Imagine out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 2 times we had green, even give us a 2 plus, was just here and here. The rest has just been 1 and lower. So if you want 2 plus green, you would have definitely what? Been in a big whole load of trouble by now. So green actually lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very poor. Very, very poor. Now on the color red, you lost 1, 2. You won this, lost this, won this, won this, won this, won this. So red is actually what? Picking dominance here. So who is actually dropping the most is the color blue, which, as I instructed, whenever a color is the highest on the 100 draws and 24 hours, it is worth taking note against it. Now, point of confluence, as I stated, deals on dominance and deals on flip. So those are the 2 other factors. Other factors too can actually be determined by the last 10 draws. So the last 10 draws will tell you when to start up with your 2 plus blue, which is when I actually started up this video, and when to end the 2 plus blue. So it's a different thing to know how to analyze and when to start and when to end. Very important. Very, very what? Important. Let's get on now. So we started up from the ID 81 on blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lost this, won this, won this, won this, won this. So out of 10, 9 has been what? 1 so far. Very good. Let's talk about the color red. Lost, lost, won, lost, won, 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 lost, won, lost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still quite better. 5 out of 10. Then for the color green, lost, won, lost, 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 won, lost, 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 won. So 1, 2, 3 out of 10. So you've gotten this blue 9, red I believe 5, then green 3. So we actually got ourselves the best option by simply doing what? Going in to find dominance and what? Flip. So when you have yourself, as I stated, once you look at the 100 draws as well as what? The 24 hours. The 100 draws and 24 hours. If you find a reason to eliminate what? Just one color, you go in for the rest of what? The 1, 2 and 3 remaining. But if you see a reason to eliminate yourself, 2 colors, you go in for what? The last color remaining. Then if you have what? A point of confluence also with the color draw, it's actually a good option. If this blue right here, let's say we eliminated draw, we eliminated this, it was left with this and this. Now the percentage chance of occurring for blue at this stage would have been lower because its confluence now was with red. That means blue and red will be battling. But in this case now you have what? A point of confluence with draw, which made it a better what? Option. Now looking at this, we have ourselves what? Draw here and blue here. It's high time we stop this gameplay. We're having a flip between draw, blue right about now. So it's actually been a good 10 draws, but it's right about time we stop this gameplay, because looking at this now, we are in a phase of flip, and as instructed, whenever there is a phase of flip like this, a clean flip like this, you go in to stop. So at ID 91, we should have stopped the gameplay. Now we've actually gotten a loss on blue. We should have a recovery very soon, because first of all, this is currently at the lower band, so it is worth to be wary of the color red at this stage. Is worth to be wary. The lower band is between 16 to 12. So if you start seeing dominance in red, most certainly the next flip we are going on is to what? Change over what? To red 2+. So it's something to actually what? Take note. Now you've seen what happened right now. We stopped our gameplay of blue 2+ at ID 91. 92 failed, 93 failed. You understand? Simply because what? Red went into the lower band at what? 16 currently. Green is actually what? Picking more dominance. So that is some of the things to know. That is the reason why whenever I'm actually giving out signals on the 2+, one major thing that becomes an issue is what? This period of flip. A point to stop and wait. Then after the flip, you continue. What can actually happen on the short term is the fact that green dominant here, green dominant here. Blue could go 2+ within ID 94, 95, 96 if it fails 4 times in a row. Then after that, you have what? The cool down period of blue, which is within this period. Next thing, it begins again. Mostly if this color red what? Does not pick dominance. Now it happened to be that after a loss, another loss, on the 3rd time, blue has actually what? Picked up dominance with what? Green eventually, with draw eventually flipping out the color blue. Right here, this is at the lower band. This is not really at the higher band. So if I'm to come into statistics currently, now first thing I have to look into is this being at what? The lower band. This is not at the higher band. This just what? Flipped this. So a flip occurred between these two. What to note? This is at lower band. What to note? This is what? Just hang it. So right now you cannot get yourself any defined system, unlike how what defined the system was when I started up the rainbow 2+ on blue. This isn't a defined system, and you have to wait out for a few minutes for it to what? Be clearly defined. Then you what? Continue. Up until then, you just have to what? Wait it out. So the system isn't defined now. This is dropping. This has been dropping. This has a flip currently, an unconfirmed flip, and so far a change in what should happen soon. Now we had the cool down period of blue here. It can still what? Keep on going up. Majorly the fact that what? It is flipping the color what? Draw at this system. Whenever there is a flip between a color and draw, it's always a very good system, because even if this blue does not win, it can always come in with a draw, which is a 2-2-2, 2-2-1-49 or 3-3 system. So very good, very fine. I'll be ending this video, and we got ourselves a decent gameplay of 9 out of 10 over the last 10 draws. So this is it. Blue is still what? Appearing quite well. We have, as I stated, you can see a draw and blue will still be involved. This is it here. 2+ green, 2+ red, and 2+ what? Draw. So this is it. Draw now has flipped blue. You can see 28 here to 26, but blue is still what? Appearing. So that is just one of the key things to note. Dominance, flip, and confluence are the key notes in what? 4 9 JA.